Asking good questions using the question traffic light. For this video, you will need an assistant. Your assistant does not need to be in the room with you, and you can pause the video and go ask your assistant the question, then come back and play the video again. For your assistant, choose a parent, grandparent, or other adult. You can call them or text them if you aren't in the same house. When you are driving, what happens at a red light? Pause the video and ask your assistant. A red light stops traffic. Hopefully your assistant said you stop at a red light. If they didn't, you have bigger problems. Red light questions stop the flow of information. Red light questions can be answered with yes or no. Red light questions usually start with do, does, is, are, were, or did. Here are some example red light questions. Do birds lay eggs? Does Walmart sell this bike? Are squirrels carnivores? Is it going to rain? Were library lessons always this exciting? Pause the video now. Go ask your assistant a red light question starting with do, does, is, are, did, or were. How much information did you get as an answer? You probably didn't get much information. Red light questions are easy to ask, but they stop the flow of information. We will not be using any red light questions for this research project. What does a yellow light mean? Pause the video and ask your assistant. Yellow lights mean go slow. If you asked a dad, they probably said it means go really fast. That's a dad joke. A yellow light means go slow. It could mean to slow down because a red light is coming, or it could mean go slowly and be careful. Yellow light questions make information move slowly. When you ask a yellow light question, you will get some information. It will be more than you got with a red light question, but it won't be much. You need to ask many yellow light questions in a row to get a lot of information. Yellow light questions usually start with who, what, where, when, how many, how much, how long, how old, the how plus questions. Here are some sample yellow light questions. What kind of cookie is this? Who ate my cookie? Where can I buy more cookies? When were these cookies made? How many cookies can I eat at once? I'd better stop this, I'm getting hungry. Pause the video now and go ask your assistant a yellow light question starting with what, who, where, when, or how plus. How many, how long, how old, etc. How much information did you get? You probably got some information, but not very much. Yellow light questions make information move slowly, but they do help get information. We will use a few yellow light questions in our research project. What does a green light mean? You probably already know, but go ask your assistant anyway. If you have to work, they should too. Green lights let the traffic flow. Green light questions let the information flow. They can get you a lot of information. If you ask a green light question, you might even get more information than you wanted. Green light questions are open-ended. Green light questions usually start with why or how, without the how plus words like how many, how old, how long. Green light questions sometimes use comparisons such as how is blank like blank, and how is it different? Or which blank is best for my needs? Here are some green light examples. How did Ms. Stroyevsky make this awesome video? Why is spring the time to plant flowers? How are bees and butterflies the same, and how are they different? Which flower is best to plant in my garden? Pause the video. Go ask your assistant a green light question that uses how, why, or a comparison. If the answer goes on for more than a minute, go ahead and interrupt them so you can finish watching this video. If your assistant is taking their job seriously, you probably got a long answer. Green light questions help the information flow. However, if you try to ask too many green light questions, you can get overwhelmed with the amount of information. For this project, we will choose one green light question to investigate. You will not need your assistant for the rest of this video. Please pause the video one last time. Go apologize to your assistant for interrupting their answer to your last question. Dramatically thank them for helping you with this video. Tears would be nice if you can fake them. Now you need to do some hard work. Do you remember when we talked about times in your life where you can use research to learn something new or to help you make a decision? Now is when that will come in handy. Number 1, pick a topic. You need to pick a topic you would like to learn more about, like dogs or basketball or macaroons. Your topic could also be about a decision you need to make, like which bike should you buy, or where should you go for an imaginary vacation, or which pet should you try to convince your parents to let you get. 2, ask a green light question about your topic. Remember, this is a how, why, or comparison question. If it can be answered with yes or no or a simple fact, it isn't a good green light research question. 3, ask 2 or 3 helper yellow light questions. Green light questions can be complicated. Breaking a green light question into several helper questions can make it easier to find answers. This part is kind of confusing, so I'm going to give you a few examples. Example topic, buying a bike. Green light question, which bike should I buy? This is a comparison question because I'm comparing different kinds of bikes. Yellow helper questions. Where am I going to ride this? On roads or dirt trails? How much money can I spend on this? What do the reviews say about the bike? Another example topic, butterflies. Green light question. How can I attract butterflies to my garden? Yellow light helper questions. What kind of plants do butterflies like? Where should I put those plants? What kinds of butterflies should I try to attract? Your turn. In the Library Skills OneNote, go under your name, then find the Projects tab. Find the page called My Research Organizer. Fill in only the question parts. We're not doing any answers today, only the questions. First, fill in your green light how, why, or compare question. You can see that mine says, green light question, how do you bake your own bread? Then fill in your helper yellow light questions. You can see mine say, what ingredients do I need? What do I do with those ingredients? How long do I bake it and what temperature? Remember, we are filling in only the questions. Now, email Ms. Stroyevsky to say it's done. It takes a lot of time for a teacher to look through each OneNote to see who is finished and who is having trouble. It's easy for Ms. Stroyevsky to miss your work and not give you proper credit. Make sure you email Ms. Stroyevsky to let her know your questions are ready for her to check. To review, red light questions can be answered with yes or no. We are not using any red light questions for this project. Yellow light questions move the information slowly. We are using 2 to 3 yellow light questions to help us answer our green light question. Green light questions let the information flow. We are using 1 green light question for this project. If you are still confused or need help with your questions, let Ms. Strajewski know. She will be happy to help you. Now, go have fun with your research questions. And don't forget to email Ms. Strajewski.